copy with you so you can have it. All right, but let me just go over a few things. So I want to know if I am a hyper responder. And there is a formula for the remnant cholesterol. I took mine. My number comes out to 15.
Let me see what you got there.
All right. Maybe you can get.
Is this a copy?
No, this is the different two pages.
Okay, and some of this I may have to run by Dr.
Yeah, I know.
Reese,
I know.
because his thought, and I read your chart and I read his notes, his thought is this is not going to change what he recommends.
He didn't see all of that.
Okay, and I'm going to send it to him.
Yeah.
And I actually will be here with him tomorrow, Wednesday. He still says statin stress test. That's kind of our guideline directed medical therapy.
Guidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these things are not what we typically use in cardiology. It's not going to change our plan of care, let's say that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like your LDL is high and you had the coronary artery calcifications on the CT scan.
Only shows hard plaque, right?
Yeah, but he did recommend stress test.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I heard people, they get sick for 7 to 10 days. So I don't need that,
Yeah, I don't really see that. And on your test,
The angiogram I would probably do before I do the stress test.
Okay.
Because I'll do 20% right now.
No, you don't have to. Please don't. Don't get on the floor. That's nasty. Please don't. Yeah. But what we need to see when you're exercising is your.
Yeah, I've done those before.
Yeah, So.
Let me tell you, I work out with weights every other day, light weights.
Okay.
I do 4 sets of 2 exercises.
Mm-hmm.
On that off day, in between, I have a double end bag in the garage. I hit that. I do 3 3-minute rounds. I'm not even winded. I walk a total of 2 miles a day.
Okay. But it's still at the end of the day.
Yeah, but see, okay, let me just go over this with you. All right, so that's it. My CRP is good. My C-reactive protein is good. My LDL size is good. Tris are good. Now, I don't know what the size of my HDL is, and nobody ever checked my fasting insulin. That was never checked.
It still would not change.
Yeah,
our
but that has
recommendation.
diabetes. I could be pre-diabetic, and that's correlated with heart disease.
But it still wouldn't change our recommendation for statin. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's your, okay.
Yes.
Also, this was also noted on the blood test. Should I have this done? The familial hypercholesterolemia. So maybe we should do that test. Insulin resistant sensitivity. I want to get a VAP test, VAP. That really breaks down the lipid profile.
But it still would not.
But
You see what I'm saying? The science, your LDL is 196. So
yeah.
Dr. Leask.
Yeah, but
the
I've heard
American
people
College
had
of Cardio-
500, and I don't care about the cardio.
But you see how we have to go by science. So go ahead.
All right. Also want to find out about this.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one. The PCSK9. I want his thoughts on those. Interleukin, and 5 milligrams. Can he prescribe me 5 milligrams of Cialis because it keeps the nitrous oxide from breaking down?
He probably would not because we don't have a stress test on file.
Okay. All right. And that's that. Let's see what else.
And I'll be happy to make a copy of all this if you don't have a copy.
Yeah, she made a copy,
Okay.
and it didn't come out good, but I'm going to give you the original. This is what I'm, doing for my diet, which I started about 2 months ago. Excuse me if I smell like garlic. I eat a lot of garlic now.
That's fine.
These are supplements I'm taking. That's it. So I want a VAP test, and that's pretty much it. And I want you, when we're done, I want you to take my BP again, because I've never had 140 for my systolic. I've been taking it almost every day. My average is 116/66.
Okay. The ezetimibe, going back to
Yeah, yeah.
I think I saw in some encounter.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts about taking the ezetimibe, Vizetia?
Well, I want to give me the pros and cons.
So typically the only cons I hear are some GI upsets from people.
Yeah.
And the pros is it lowers your cholesterol, lowers the LDL about 10 points, and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
the benefit is it's not a statin. It doesn't have the side effects of a statin.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, it doesn't lower your LDL like a statin does either.
Right.
Now, the PCSK9 inhibitors, like Repatha, Praluent, those medicines, typically insurance will not approve those medicines unless you have failed the statins for
Right.
some reason.
Right.
Now, the familiar hypercholesterolemia part,
Mm.
it will not change what we recommend, whether it's looking at you, looking at your lifestyle, your habits. I would bet you do. This is a genetic component.
Mm-hmm.
Typically with an LDL of 196,
Mm-hmm.
when you get numbers that high,
And that just recently went up since I changed my diet because that
that's
happens.
typically,
Yeah.
your body makes 2/3 of its own cholesterol.
Right.
And if yours is that high, chances are there's a genetic component.
Okay.
It still doesn't change our recommendations about what
Right.
to do about it.
But again, it wasn't that high until I changed my diet, and then everything spiked.
hmm So, I mean, whether it's genetics or not doesn't change the outcome. It doesn't change what we
Yeah.
recommend.
Yes, but I would like to know if it's genetics.
And I
So-
don't even know
so-
what test there is.
So I could tell my daughter, and she could tell her children.
Has she ever had her cholesterol checked?
Oh yeah, they put her on. She's not like me. I research everything. She listens to what the doctor says. Yeah, she's on. I think it's 40 milligrams of Crestor.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah. And I would have to search on that VAT test. It's not even coming up as an option for
Yeah,
us.
it's out there. Yeah.
So how we could order it,
Yeah.
I'll have to maybe call the lab or.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Yeah.
you know, nonetheless, no matter what any of these tests show, Dr. Leask, his recommendation was a stress test
Right.
and
So-
a statin.
Right now, the other thing, I want to go see a hematologist because I've always had low blood counts and stuff.
Okay.
So before I start taking any statins and I go see the doctor, I want to let him know I'm not taking anything right now. So let's do the blood work and see what's going on with my blood work,
I can refer you to hematology.
because I looked up when I can't see anyone in McLeod.
Yeah, I go to there's a whole group there at Seacoast.
How far away is that?
30 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on traffic. It's right there in Little River. It's at our other location.
Okay.
There's nobody
That's
here in
closer than
Boris.
Conway, because Conway's got Conway. Yeah.
I can't because I don't live in
Yeah.
the
All right.
area,
That
so
sounds
I know
Little
that
River is
20
good.
minutes, depending on traffic. There's Dr. Wynn, there's Dr. Risk, there's another one there, but I think he's leaving. There's several in that group. They're right behind our
Okay.
building at Seacoast. All right, sit up for me. Deep breath. And out. And out. And out.
That's another thing that reminds me. When I took that carotid artery test, these have been working great. These have been working great. So when I took that carotid artery test, I don't know if it's officially called a CIMT or just a Doppler, but when she asked me to snort, to breathe in, I should have told her, I said, I got a deviated septum. So I didn't.
Doesn't change it a whole lot.
No? Because I didn't get a good amount of air in when I did that. I look at all these little things. I'm probably going to still be high because I'm excited about this.
It's a little high.
Yeah, 'cause
Not
it's
super though, 152,
152.
never 80.
I never had that. Like I said, I've been taking it almost every day in the morning, and I get like 116/66.
Yeah, when you come in here,
Yeah.
we know. So, back, putting all the other stuff aside,
Yeah.
our recommendation is
Okay.
a statin or a
Right.
Zetia,
Right,
and we would recommend some type of stress test,
right,
or either the coronary CTA, which does use dye.
yeah, I know.
So, that's your options.
Yeah.
And what we preach to everybody,
Right.
whether it be genetic, whether it be brought on by diet, whatever the circumstances, risk factor modification. Keep your cholesterol controlled, LDL, that's one of your biggest
Right.
risk. It doesn't matter what it's made of, the LDL is your biggest risk. Keep your cholesterol controlled, blood pressure controlled, stay active.
No, I'm active.
And just looking back, the labs that you just had done, were you fasting?
Yeah,
Okay, so your
Yeah.
glucose was 95,
yeah,
so it was acceptable, no issues.
right, but they don't do the insulin, test,
Right.
right? That's.
Because,
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
I know you wanna know for your own, but when it comes to, if, just say, for example, if you come for you being diabetic, if you ever popped up diabetic, those type tests wouldn't change the course of treatment.
But the insulin glucose test would
'Cause
definitely
your
tell me.
fat and the A1C, they would do like a hemoglobin A1C
Yeah.
for you. So, but right now, that's what we're recommending.
I wanna research every possibility before I take a statin.
Okay.
And that's also why I wanna,
And Zetia's, ezetimibe is not a statin.
yeah,
So that's our recommendation, and I'll let Dr. Release know that we
Yeah.
met today,
yeah.
and
And,
we can see you back. I mean, we even can do like a 1-year follow-up, because if we're not gonna do anything different,
right, yeah, 1 year, yeah. And this dietary change I make takes about a year before you see anything.
Yeah, and when it comes to supplements, we don't advise on a lot of supplements because
Because,
they're not regulated.
now, are you a doctor
I'm a
or?
nurse practitioner.
Okay.
Yes.
So doctors, when they go to medical school, they're not really taught a lot about nutrition,
Well,
right?
But let me say this, supplements, I take them myself.
Yeah.
I'm guilty, I'm
Right.
not, but I can tell you that they are not very regulated. There's a gazillion different companies that
Well, I
make
look for
them.
third-party testing and all
Yeah,
of that.
and they have all these different supplements, all these different fillers and all this.
Yeah.
So,
I've been doing this since I was 28 years old.
really,
And
if you were,
I've changed, all the time I'm changing.
I think it is genetic because of the reason your numbers are so high. I mean, there are people we see people that are marathon runners that come in here with
Yeah, oh,
cholesterol
yeah.
just as high as yours.
Well, that's why I'm asking that question. Am I a hyper responder?
But it's not gonna change.
But I want to know,
Okay, well,
because that makes a difference.
but it doesn't make a difference in what we recommend.
Yeah. Wait, don't.
Yeah.
What do we have, 7 minutes, 10 minutes,
15.
15? Okay.
I'm sure we've used up some of them.
Yeah, so, yeah, I would like the hematologist
Oh, absolutely. Put a
recommendation.
referral for that.
And then, we'll go from there.
Mhm.
And like you said, about a year would
Yeah,
be good.
I will absolutely put a referral.
I'm gonna come back with even less when they checked my carotid artery,
Mm-hmm.
she said I had less than 50%
Yep.
stenosis.
Bilaterally.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So if I could last another 73 years, then I'll be dead. Right?
Let me tell you, that is way out of my hands.
Ah,
They put that, if you live 73 times 2,
so Jessica, when do they start going in for surgery when they find out how much plaque do you need?
oh gosh, it's like it's above
85.
70.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
80?
it's above- and they test it in a different modality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, somebody ordered, I think Dr. Leask actually ordered a CTA of
Yeah.
that is more
Yeah,
precise.
I know. That's
Yeah.
that's the gold standard. But yeah, I'm just gonna find out because I don't want to end up sick for a week or more.
I've never heard anybody being sick for a week after a stress
How many
test.
people did you send that you never heard, you know?
Most of them come back and see us as follow-ups. I mean, just about everybody we order stress tests on and
Yeah,
coordinate
but you
CTs.
don't have thousands of people that you're sending for that
This
test.
practice altogether,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people.
Okay.
There's a lot of people.
All right, I'll
And
think
believe
about
me,
it. I'll
they'll
think about
send
it.
us my chart messages
Yeah.
if, you
If-
know.
Oh, sure.
And as far as the stress test, I work right here, the stress tests are done right next door in this room.
Right,
So I see people that come in and out,
right,
not seeing not one person leaving a body bag,
right.
and nobody's throwing up or sick. It may make you feel a little tired, worn out for that day or so, but typically
Right.
most everybody recovers.
Right.
But that's our recommendation.
Okay.
All right, dear.